My friends, time is the most precious gift we have. Every second that passes is a piece of our life that we will never get back. So why do we waste it? Why do we let distractions, doubts, and excuses steal what could be our greatest moments? First, cut out distractions, social media, useless conversations, mindless scrolling. Be intentional with your time. Second, set clear goals without direction. Time slips away unnoticed. Third, act now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. The winners are the ones who start before they are comfortable. Fourth, guard your circle. Surround yourself with those who push you forward, not pull you down. Finally, stay consistent. Small efforts every day will lead to massive success. Your time is your life. Use it wisely in you. Time is the most valuable resource we have, yet it is the one thing we often take for granted. Unlike money, which can be earned again, or opportunities, which may come back around, time is completely irreversible. Every second that passes is a piece of our life that we'll never get back. Yet we waste it so easily, not realizing that with every moment squandered, we are losing a part of ourselves. Many people go through life without a real sense of urgency. They wake up each day going through the motions without truly thinking about how they are using their time. They tell themselves that they have plenty of it, that they will chase their dreams later, that they will fix their bad habits someday. But the truth is, time is always slipping away, and there is no guarantee that we will have tomorrow. The hours we waste in distractions, meaningless conversations, and procrastination are hours that could have been used to build something great. The difference between successful people and those who struggle is how they value time. Those who achieve greatness understand that every moment is an opportunity. They treat time like a currency, investing it in things that bring them closer to their goals. They do not let distractions consume them. They do not waste hours scrolling through social media, indulging in negativity, or engaging in things that do not serve them. Instead, they focus their energy on learning, improving, and taking action. It is easy to say that we value time, but our actions often tell a different story. Many people spend hours on things that add no real value to their lives, then complain that they do not have enough time to work on their dreams. The truth is, it is not a lack of time that holds us back, but rather a lack of awareness of how we use it. We must constantly evaluate where our time is going. Is it being spent on growth, learning, and progress? Or is it being wasted on distractions, laziness, and regret? When we truly understand the value of time, our perspective changes. We stop waiting for the perfect moment and start making the most of the present. We stop giving energy to things that do not serve us. We stop surrounding ourselves with people who drain our time with negativity. Instead, we become intentional with every hour, making sure that it aligns with our purpose. Many people live as if they will be here forever. They put off their dreams, delay important decisions, and assume they have unlimited time to fix their mistakes. But the reality is, we do not know how much time we have left. The moments we waste today could be the moments we later wish we had back. If we want to live a life of meaning, we must start treating time as the treasure that it is. It is not something to be spent carelessly, but something to be used wisely. Distractions are everywhere, pulling us away from what truly matters. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with notifications, entertainment, and noise that demand our attention. Social media, endless scrolling, meaningless conversations, and ending consume hours of our lives without us even realizing it. We wake up intending to be productive, yet before we know it, the day slips away, and we have accomplished nothing of real value. The reason distractions are so powerful is that they are designed to steal our focus. Companies spend millions creating platforms that keep us engaged for as long as possible. They understand human psychology, using colors, sounds, and notifications to hijack our attention. What starts as a quick check of our phone turns into hours of wasted time. What seems like a harmless conversation turns into endless gossip. What appears to be a small break becomes an entire day lost in entertainment. The key to overcoming distractions is awareness. Most people do not even realize how much time they waste because distractions have become a habit. They pick up their phones out of boredom, open social media without thinking, and engage in pointless activities just to pass the time. The first step to regaining control is to be conscious of these habits. Every time we reach for our phones or get lost in distractions, we must ask ourselves if this is truly adding value to our lives. Is this bringing us closer to our goals, or is it simply a way to escape? Once we become aware of distractions, the next step is to eliminate them. This requires discipline. It means turning off notifications that do not serve us. It means setting limits on social media and entertainment. It means choosing conversations that uplift us rather than drain our energy. It means creating an environment where focus is the priority. If something constantly pulls us away from our goals, we must remove it. There is no success without sacrifice, and often the biggest sacrifice is letting go of the things that waste our time. Distractions do not just steal time, they steal dreams. Many people fail to achieve their goals not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they allow distractions to consume them. They have the ability, the potential, and the intelligence to succeed. But they never take action because they are too busy with things that do not matter. The difference between those who win and those who struggle is their ability to stay focused. The most successful people in the world are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented, but they are the ones who guard their time with discipline. Every moment spent on distractions is a moment that could have been used to build something meaningful. Time wasted today is time we can never get back. The more we allow distractions to control us, the further we drift from our purpose. If we want to create a life of success and fulfillment, we must take control of our attention and be intentional with how we spend our time. Without clear goals, time slips away unnoticed. Many people wake up every day with no real sense of direction, allowing life to push them wherever it pleases. They move from task to task, reacting to situations rather than creating them. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before they know it, years have passed with little progress. The reason this happens is simple: they never set clear goals. They never defined what they wanted, so they never had a reason to take meaningful action. Clarity is power. When a person knows exactly what they want, their actions become intentional. They stop wasting time on things that do not align with their purpose. They are not easily distracted because they have something to work toward. A clear goal acts as a compass, guiding every decision, every effort, and every moment of their life. Without it, people drift, chasing whatever seems convenient rather than what is truly important. Many people fail not because they lack ambition, but because their goals are too vague. Saying, "I want to be successful" or "I want to be happy" is not enough. What does success look like? What specific steps will lead to it? Without precise targets, motivation fades, and progress becomes impossible to measure. The most successful individuals define their goals in detail. They know exactly what they want, why they want it, and what steps they need to take to achieve it. This clarity allows them to stay focused, even when distractions or obstacles arise. Another mistake people make is setting goals based on what others expect rather than what truly matters to them. They chase careers they do not love, pursue achievements they do not care about, and live lives that do not fulfill them. A goal must be personal, something that ignites passion and purpose. When a goal is deeply connected to a person's inner drive, they will do whatever it takes to reach it. They will wake up early, stay up late, and push through difficulties because they are working towards something meaningful. A clear goal also eliminates excuses. Many people waste time because they convince themselves they are too busy, too tired, or not ready. But when a goal is well defined and urgent, excuses lose their power. The focus shifts from obstacles to solutions. There is no waiting for the perfect moment because the urgency of the goal demands action. Even small steps taken every day add up over time, turning effort into achievement. Setting goals is not just about knowing what to do. It is about creating a mindset of discipline and commitment. When a person has a strong goal, they are willing to make sacrifices. They choose to prioritize what matters, even when it is difficult. They learn to say no to distractions, toxic influences, and unproductive habits. Every decision becomes a step toward the life they are building. When goals are clear, time is no longer wasted, and every action moves toward success. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for the perfect time to take action. They tell themselves they will start when they feel ready, when circumstances are ideal, or when they have more confidence. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. Those who succeed understand that action must be taken immediately, no matter how unprepared they feel. Waiting only leads to hesitation, and hesitation leads to lost opportunities. Fear is what holds most people back. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment. and the fear of stepping into the unknown create endless delays. But fear does not disappear by waiting, it only grows stronger. The longer someone waits, the more reasons they find to delay further. They convince themselves they need more knowledge, more preparation, or more time. Meanwhile, opportunities pass them by, and others who were willing to act move ahead. The only way to overcome fear is through action. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Many people believe they need to have everything figured out before they start, but success does not work that way. No one starts with all the answers. No one begins with perfect skills or complete knowledge. Growth happens through doing. The greatest entrepreneurs, leaders, and achievers in history all started before they felt ready. They learned along the way, adjusted their strategies, and improved through experience. Waiting for perfection is just another way of avoiding progress. Procrastination is a silent dream killer. It disguises itself as preparation, making people feel like they are being productive when in reality, they are just delaying action. Researching, planning, and organizing are useful, but they are meaningless without execution. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who do not is simple: winners take action while others hesitate. Even small steps taken today are better than big plans delayed indefinitely. Opportunities do not last forever. What is possible today may not be possible tomorrow. The person who hesitates loses ground to the person who is willing to move forward despite uncertainty. Life rewards those who are bold enough to act, even when the outcome is uncertain. Success is not about having all the right conditions in place. It is about making the most of the conditions available. Those who wait for everything to be perfect often find themselves stuck in the same place, watching others move ahead. Taking action does not mean reckless decisions or rushing without thought. It means starting with what is available and improving along the way. It means being willing to fail, learn, and try again. It means understanding that mistakes are not the enemy and action is. The biggest regrets people have are not the things they tried and failed at, but the things they never tried at all. Every great success story begins with a single step, and that step must be taken now. The time will never be just right, but the decision to act will always be within reach. The people we surround ourselves with shape our mindset, our habits, and ultimately our future. Every conversation, every interaction, and every influence in our lives is either pushing us forward or holding us back. Many people fail to reach their full potential not because they lack talent or drive, but because they are surrounded by negativity, doubt, and distraction. The wrong environment can drain ambition, while the right one can inspire greatness. Energy is contagious. When someone is constantly around those who complain, make excuses, or settle for mediocrity, it becomes difficult to maintain a mindset of success. Over time, their negativity seeps into thoughts, weakening motivation and lowering standards. What once seemed like big goals start to feel unrealistic, not because they are impossible, but because those around them do not believe in striving for more. On the other hand, being in an environment filled with ambition, discipline, and positivity fuels growth. It raises the standard for what is possible and makes excellence the expectation. Many people hold on to relationships that no longer serve them out of loyalty, fear, or habit. They feel guilty distancing themselves from friends or family members who constantly bring negativity, even though it is costing them their own success. But growth requires tough decisions. Protecting one's time and energy is not selfish, it is necessary. Every interaction is an exchange of influence, and allowing negative people constant access to one's life weakens the ability to focus, create, and achieve. The most successful individuals are intentional about their inner circle. They seek out those who challenge them to be better, who inspire them to push past limitations, and who encourage them to stay disciplined. They understand that being around the right people accelerates progress. Conversations with driven, forward-thinking individuals spark new ideas, open doors to opportunities, and reinforce the habits necessary for success. A strong network is not just about career growth, but about having people who hold each other accountable, celebrate wins, and provide support through challenges. Eliminating toxic influences does not mean cutting off everyone at once, but it does require setting boundaries. If certain people constantly bring drama, negativity, or distraction, limiting their influence is essential. Reducing time spent with those who drain energy and increasing time with those who uplift and motivate creates an environment where progress thrives. It is about making a conscious decision to protect one's focus and mental well-being. Building the right circle takes effort. It requires stepping out of comfort zones, seeking mentorship, and connecting with individuals who align with personal and professional aspirations. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but growth always comes with discomfort. Being around those who are ahead in their journey forces a higher level of thinking, and that is where transformation happens. The right relationships will not allow mediocrity to settle in. They will push, challenge, and demand more, not out of judgment, but out of belief in potential. The strength of a person's network often determines the strength of their success. Success is not built in a day, but in the small, consistent efforts made over time. Many people start with excitement and motivation, but when results do not come immediately, they lose interest. They jump from one goal to another, always looking for something new, never staying committed long enough to see real progress. The truth is, those who achieve great things are not always the most talented or the most intelligent, but they are the ones who show up every single day and put in the work, even when they do not feel like it. Consistency is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is easy to be motivated in the beginning when inspiration is fresh, but true progress happens when the excitement fades and the discipline takes over. Showing up on the days when it is difficult, pushing through when progress seems slow, and continuing to work when no one is watching, this is what leads to success. Every great athlete, entrepreneur, or leader did not get to the top overnight. They built their success through daily, disciplined effort, even when there were no immediate results. One of the biggest reasons people fail to stay consistent is that they expect quick results. When they do not see immediate success, they assume something is wrong and they give up too soon. But real growth takes time. The person who goes to the gym once and expects to be fit will be disappointed. The person who starts a business and expects overnight wealth will be frustrated. Progress is slow at first, almost invisible, but those who continue despite the lack of immediate results eventually reach a breakthrough. The small, repeated actions compound over time, turning into massive success. Consistency is not about perfection. Many people think they need to be perfect every single day, and when they make a mistake, they quit altogether. But missing a day, failing once, or struggling does not mean failure. What matters is getting back on track as quickly as possible. One bad day does not ruin progress, but quitting does. Those who understand this do not let temporary setbacks stop them. They adjust, learn, and keep moving forward. The key is to develop habits that make success automatic, removing the need to rely on motivation alone. Discipline is the foundation of consistency. Relying on motivation is dangerous because motivation is temporary, it comes and goes. Discipline, however, is built through repetition. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, regardless of feelings. When a person sets a schedule, removes distractions, and commits to their goals no matter what, consistency becomes a natural part of life. Over time, these small efforts create an unstoppable momentum that leads to long-term success. The greatest rewards are not given to those who start strong, but to those who refuse to stop. Those who master consistency master their future, because success is never about a single moment. It is about what is done repeatedly over time.